Hello, everyone. Welcome to this second session, this massive session of our module number 6, My World and Another Language, from Prepa en Línea CEP. My name is Emanuel Vázquez Nieto, and I'm the facilitator and a virtual advisor that is working currently on module number 6. I can see that we have some people connected into the session, so I will appreciate if you can say hi on the chat. ¿Qué tal? Buenas noches. Bienvenidos a esta sesión masiva de la segunda semana del módulo número 6, Mi Mundo en Otra Lengua, de Prepa en Línea CEP. Mi nombre es Emanuel Vázquez Nieto y soy facilitador, asesor virtual en el módulo número 6. Por ahí veo que hay algunas personas conectadas en la sesión. Agradecería si pueden decir hola en el chat, say hi. Aquí la cuestión es que yo me voy a manejar enteramente en el idioma inglés en la sesión, pero si hay alguna cuestión que quieran que yo explique en español, lo puedo hacer con mucho gusto, ¿sí? Antes de pasar al inglés, pues estas sesiones están pensadas por si no pudieron estar con sus asesores en el momento en el que ellos hicieran la transmisión, pues aquí tienen la posibilidad de poder atender una sesión y poder atender sus dudas en el momento. Entonces, como les comento, me voy a manejar completamente en inglés, pero si quieren que les explique algo en español, con mucho gusto lo puedo hacer, ¿sí? Voy a revisar nada más si tengo sonido. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna change into English. Okay, so the structure of the session is the following one. Just give me one moment. We have an introduction, which is the thing we're having right now. Then I'm going to give you some small tips on how you can improve your pronunciation. Yes. We're going to take a look at the work you need to deliver in the second week. And this is where we're going to spend most of the time of the session. Yes. I'm going to explain just a bit about the prepositions of place. Yeah. Then I'm going to open a specific space for questions or doubts you may have. But I'm going to be stopping myself several times in the session so I can answer the questions you may have, yes? Then we're going to establish the closure of the session and the farewell of it, yes? Okay, so we are in week number 2, which goes from November the 13th until the December the 6th, yes? And it's unit number 2. Where is mine? First and foremost, I will invite you to take a look at this resource, the guide, because this one tells you which one you need to check so you can identify the resources you need to check so you can do the activities of the week, yes? So I will invite you to take a look at this one first, then take a look at this resource, vocabulary second week, because this one establishes which vocabulary you need to use in the different activities of the week, yes? And the resources of the week, they speak about what you need to use in order to establish things in space, in a specific space, yes? For this, we need to take a look at the WH word, the definite article the prepositions, and the adverbs of time. This one, we're going to take a look at it once we have seen activity number 3, yes? And you have one learning forum. This one is very important. I will invite you to try to use this one because, participate in the learning forum because this is the space where you can practice the English language, yes? And what I've been telling to my students is that the only way you can perfect the English language, it's by practicing it, yes? So you need to practice English. And the activities you have of the week is activity number 3, be my guest, number 4, come to my house, and you have the formative activity number 3, where is, and number 4, description, and also you have to learn further and to practice further, yes? So this is week number 2, yes? Now, how can you improve your pronunciation? The first thing I will invite you to do, just give me one moment.
El micrófono está desactivado.
Okay. Now, the first thing I will invite you to do is to imitate maybe an actor, an actress, maybe a singer. If you're watching maybe a TV show and the way someone speaks, and you say, that person, I like the way he or she speaks. And the first thing I will invite you to do is try to imitate the way he talks or she. Yes? Try to take a look at the way he moves his mouth, yes, the way he makes gestures with his mouth or face, yes. Try to imitate the way he or she talks. Then I will invite you also to record yourself. This is one of the things you're doing right now in module number 6. You are recording yourself and you can be your own judge, yes. You can decide if the way you're talking it's properly, yes. If you have maybe an area of opportunity, yes. So try to record yourself and listen to your own voice, yes, and decide if you can improve your pronunciation in some of the things you're speaking, yes. Also, and this is the only time I will invite you to take a look and use Google Translate. It's, for example, if you don't know the meaning of a word in English, maybe you don't know how to say lluvia in English. If you write it right here, it's going to tell you the way you need to write it in English, yes. But also you also have the chance to listen to the way you need to tell that word, yes, by clicking right here on um, the small icon we have right here, yes. And also, I will invite you to listen to music in English. Take a look at TV shows in English, maybe just some broadcast TV news information. You can put them also if you maybe when you're working, maybe when you're doing some chores in your house. And also try to listen to podcasts in English. Yes. Why? Because when you start to listen to some words, in your own brain, you're starting to know how to pronounce them. Yes, so you have to listen, and it's gonna be recording in your own brain. Yes, and you're gonna know the way you need to pronounce some words. Yes, so try to do this also. And the only way you can perfect the English language, and I try to speak about the way when you have to speak, the only way you need to you can perfect the way you speak English is by practicing. Yes, practice a lot. And one of the choices you have is that you can use the learning forum and the platform. So try to use that one. Yes. Nowadays, due to the pandemic, we can see some people, and that's not the best thing to do, but we have some conversation clubs in some cities, yes? So you have that choice. If you can practice with someone, maybe a friend or a relative, and you know he or she speaks English, just tell him, hey, listen, I'm trying to practice my English language. Can you help me with that part? And he's gonna help you, yes? So try to practice and speak, yes? Okay, the content of this week is the following one. So you have this is my, these are my, where is, where are, how can I get to, and explore in my neighborhood. The first thing you need to take a look at it is that we have is, yes? Is we use it for singular things and are for plural things, yes? And you have to identify that part because you're gonna use it on the work you need to deliver on the second week. Okay, and the prepositions of place, you're gonna use it a lot in both activities of the week. So take a look at it because when you need to tell in which part something is, and I mean trying to establish where is it in space, you have to use this in, on, under, next to, behind, in front of, and between. Yes? So Esto lo voy a tratar de explicar en español, porque es importante. Aquí tenemos las preposiciones del lugar. Esto lo utilizamos para establecer en qué lugar en el espacio se pueden encontrar ciertas cosas, ¿sí? In sería dentro de, on sería sobre, under sería debajo de, next to sería al lado de, behind sería detrás de, in front of sería enfrente de, and between sería en medio de, ¿yes? Entonces, esto lo tienen que utilizar en ambas actividades. Esto considero es de lo más importante que deben de tomar en cuenta, adicional de otras cosas, ¿ok? So we have this. The ball is in the box. The ball is on the box. The ball is under the box. The ball is next to the box. The ball is behind the box. The ball is in front of the box. The ball is between the boxes. Yes, because we need to put this in plural. And that's something very important you need to remember when you're going to answer when you're going to answer the question you need to answer to the both activities of the week. Yes? Okay, now we're going to take a look at the things we have to do in this week. The first one, activity number 3, be my guest. Okay, in this one, you're going to imagine that you have invited someone to stay at your place. Yes, a British friend you just met. Yes, and you're going to invite him to stay at your place. But the thing is, you need to explain him where he or she can find several objects that he needs to use in a daily basis. Yes, so you have to establish the location and the description of those places so that person can know where to find the things he or she may need. Yes. For this, you need to know when to use there is and there are. Remember, this is for singular and this is for plural. You need to use the prepositions of place, the thing we just saw. Yes, this. And you need to work with a Word document, make a recording, and save your information in the cloud. And what you need to deliver is a Word document where you're gonna describe and specify where some 10 objects are in the house. Yes, and also you're gonna need to deliver an URL or a link to the audio where you're gonna speak about where you are explaining where those things are. Yes. And for doing this, you need to click on this part so you can download the template, and that's the document you're going to be working with. You can work with Microsoft Word or documents of Google, and you need to record an audio where you read the sentences you wrote, but try to consider that the recording doesn't last more than 1.5 minutes. Yes, you need to save the file. You need to copy the link and paste it in the document. I'm going to tell you where. But it's very important. It's very, very important that you make sure that the file has the correct permission so your virtual advisor can listen to it. Yes, this is very important because some students don't acknowledge this fact and they just copy the link, but they don't make sure if the link has the correct permissions so your virtual advisor can listen to it. Yes, you have to save it with this nomenclature you have right here. You have an example. You have to upload your file into the platform and just make sure that the format it's .doc or .docx. Yes, you can take a look at the way you're going to be able to edit by taking a look at the rubric right here. Yes. Very good. Now we're going to take a look at the document you're going to be working with. Activity number 3. Okay, so first we have this image right here. It's 4 images you have of several places in your house. The most common places you can find in any house. Yes, you have a kitchen, a bedroom, and a living room. Yes, and as you can see right here, there are several items identified with a letter. Yes, we have letter A Yes, we have letter C, B, and so on. Yes. And why you need to take a look at this? Because afterwards, they're gonna ask us where we can find those items. Yes. Now, after you have seen these pictures, answer the questions in 3 different ways. This is very important. 3 different ways. Not just one, but 3. Yes, this is a common mistake I can find in the work you deliver. Yes. Es muy importante, esto lo voy a dejar en español para que haya completa claridad. Aquí necesitan contestar a las preguntas de 3 maneras diferentes, no una. Son 3 las que tienen que contestar de 3 maneras diferentes, ¿sí? Apoyándose con lo que vimos, las prepositions of place, ¿yes? Aquí en el ejemplo vemos que son 3 respuestas diferentes. Son 3 respuestas diferentes. Mucho cuidado con eso, ¿sí? Porque un error muy común que hay en esta actividad es que solamente me dejan una respuesta. Deben de ser 3. Yes? Okay. And the example we have right here. Where is the hamburger? In the kitchen. Here we have a preposition of place. In the kitchen, there is a hamburger on the table. Yes? So you need to specify where the hamburger is. Yes? It's right here. So it's explaining where we can find it, but using the prepositions of place. Yes? There is a hamburger between the salt and the glass in the kitchen. Yes? Second way of answering that question. Yes? There is a hamburger on the dish in front of the fridge. Third way of answering that question. Yes? So 3 different ways. Yes? And here we have letter A. Where is the microwave? Take a look at it, and we can specify where the microwave is using the prepositions of place. Is in front of something, is on something, it's between something. Yes? So try to give a different answer, 3 different ways of answering that question. Yes? So we have then, where are the fruits? Where is the flour? Where are more towels? Where are the toothbrushes? Where is the mirror? Where can I save my clothes? Where is the lamp? Where can I get a book? Where is the switch to turn the lights on and off? Yes? So you have 10 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes? So you have to give in total 13 answers. Yes? So remember that. 13 answers. Yes? Very good. Now, after that, it tells you to describe the living room. Yes? But you need to describe this living room. This one. Not your own. Not from the place you live. But you need to describe this living room. You need to describe this picture you have right here. Yes? But how? By mentioning how many furniture there are. Yes? Couches, lamps, pictures, and tables. And its characteristics, the color, size, and ubication. Yes? So you have to describe it in detail. Yes? So you can describe this picture properly. Yes? Remember, we have right here S, R, S. S is for singular things and plural for, R for plural. Yes? And here is the space where you have to give the URL of your audio. Yes? So you have to put it right here. Yes? Very good. That's activity number 3. Esa sería la explicación de la actividad número 3. Be my guest. Si hay alguna duda, les pediría de favor que las establecieran en el chat. Recuerden que aunque esté dando la sesión en inglés, puedo dar apertura para explicar algo en español si no queda completamente claro. Entonces, si hay dudas, les agradecería que las establecieran en el chat, sino que me comentaran que no hay dudas. Yes, if we can continue, then I'm gonna continue. Yes. Very good. Now, activity number 4, come to my house. So, nowadays we have something called GPS, which is a marvelous thing, because this one tells us the directions we need to follow in order to get from point A to point B. Yes? And, but maybe let's think that our friend that comes from Britain forgot his cell phone. Yes, and we don't have any to lend him. Yes, and we need to explain him with detail the way he or she has to go from the road. So maybe he has the need to go to different places in the city. So you have to give a specific information on how to get to those places. Yes, maybe he wants to go to the museum, or maybe the supermarket or the bank. Yes, for this you need to establish the way you need to follow directions so you can get to different places in a specific area. Yes, for this you need to use the adverbs of time. Yes, you need to use the prepositions of place. You're gonna edit documents in a word processor, and you're gonna record an audio, and you're gonna save your information in the cloud. And you need to deliver a Word document and also the audio of the recording where you speak about the different directions he or she needs to follow so he can get to the places in the map. Yeah. For doing this, you need to click on this link right here so you can download the template you're going to be working with. Yes. And you can work with Microsoft Word or documents of Google. Yes. You need to record the audio where you give the indication and the directions so he or she can get to the places in the map. Yes, just consider that your recording doesn't last more than 1.5 minutes. After that, you need to save the file in the cloud. You need to copy the link and paste it in the document. Yes, but again, be sure that it has the correct permissions so your virtual advisor can listen to the audio. Yes, you have to save it with the example you have right here. You have to upload the file into the platform. Just remember that you need to save it in .doc or .docx. And here you can check the way you're gonna be evaluated. Yes, you can take a look at it. Yes, also right here. Very good. Taking in account that the maximum that you can deliver your work, it has to be on Sunday before midnight, 6th of December of 2020. Yes, take that into account because sometimes over the weekend the platform can be a bit overwhelmed and it may not work properly. Yes, so try to deliver the work before the weekend. Good. Now let's take a look at activity number 4, come to my house. The first direction we have right here is imagine that your neighborhood is the same as the next map. Yes, so we have a map right here and we have the things we usually can see in a map: the name of the streets, the different places we can find, a market, a bank, a restaurant, etc. Yes, and you have colors of those buildings. Yes, this one is orange, this one is yellow, the church is white, and so on. Yes, but those buildings are between something. Yes, so you can specify where they are. I'm gonna go that in just a moment. And you can also remember that when we give instructions on how to get to different places, we use take a right, take a left, go straight ahead, go to the north, the south, and so on. Yes. So this is a map. You need to take a look at it. Yes. Try to identify where the different places of interest are in the map. Yes. Your house is right here. The bus station is right here. and so on. Now, after you have seen the map, answer the questions. But here you need to use the adverbs of time. First, after, and then. Because these ones establish the steps you need to follow. Yes, first, after, and then. So these ones are going to help us to establish the sentence in a specific way on the steps we need to follow. And we have an example right here. How can I go from the bus station to the baker's? So we have to take a look at it. The bus station is right here, and the baker's is right here. Yes. So this one starts to tell us. First, walk straight ahead on Queens Avenue to the north. Yes. Queens Avenue to the north. Yes. After that, pass through buildings. The bookshop, which is orange, a hotel that is blue, and the news agent that is yellow. Yes, we have the bookshop, the hotel, and the news agent, and it specifies the color of those buildings. Yes. Then turn right on Oxford Street and walking. Turn right on Oxford Street and walking. The bakery is next to the news agents. Yes, right here. So, how can you be specific about the way you need to follow those directions? Yes, so you need to tell the way he or she is gonna walk straight ahead. If he or she is gonna take a turn right. Yes, if you need to go to the north, maybe to the east or west, whatever you want. And it's talking about the buildings. Yes, the bookshop, a hotel, and a news agents. But additional to this, it tell us the color of those buildings. Yes, so you're being more and more specific. So try to mimic the way this example is set. Yes, so you can establish the way you need to give those directions, but being specific. Yes, because we can use also the prepositions of place next to and I think that's the only one we're using right now. Yes, so try to use also the prepositions of place. Yes, so you have to give directions to 5 different scenarios. Yes, the first one, which way is the best to go from the bus station to your house? The bus station is right here and your house is right here. So you can give the directions you want. There is not wrong or right directions. Yes, if you want to take this path, that's fine. But if you want to take this one, that's fine also. Yes, whatever you want, but try to be specific. Yes, there is no right or wrong way of telling the directions. Just try to be specific and that's gonna be fine. Yes. Ok, voy a explicar esta parte en español también. Ya que han revisado el mapa, aquí necesitan utilizar primero lo que serán los adverbios de tiempo, first, after, and then. Porque si los utilizamos, nos establecen las pautas o los pasos a seguir, tratando de ser específico, primero, después, entonces, etc. Aquí sí lo vemos en el ejemplo, yo lo resalté. Pero normalmente cuando damos direcciones hay que tratar de ser específico, porque a lo mejor la persona no está familiarizada con el área en la que se encuentra y necesitamos dar a entender específicamente qué es lo que va a hacer, ¿sí? Si tiene que ir hacia el norte, si tiene que ir derecho, si tiene que dar una vuelta a la izquierda o a la derecha. Pero adicional a esto, aquí se les especifica también los diferentes edificios que hay en el mapa, ¿sí? Pero aún más, para ser más específico, también les dice que utilicen el color, ¿sí? Mientras más detallada sea su explicación, pues mejor va a ser esta, claramente, porque de esta manera nuestro amigo no se nos estaría perdiendo en la ciudad, ¿sí? Imagínense una persona que no habla español y si no somos específicos, pues se estaría perdiendo, ¿sí? Por eso hay que ser lo más específico, utilizando todos estos elementos que les mencioné. Y adicional a esto también lo que serían las prepositions of place. Yes? Okay, so you need to answer which way is the best to go from the bus station to your house. Your friend wants to go to the bank because he needs some money. Explain him how he can go from your house to the bank. After he gets the money, he wants to visit the museum. Explain him which is the way from the bank to the museum. Yes? So it's going to go from point 1 to point B, point A to point B, and so on. Yes? In the afternoon, you and he are going out to eat at a restaurant. Explain him which is the way from the museum to the restaurant. At night, he is going to meet his friend in the pub. Explain him how he can go from the restaurant to the pub. And right here, you need to establish the audio of the recording you need to do of the different question you have and the directions you're going to write. Yes? So that's what you need to do. Very good. And that will be almost all for my part. I don't know if you have any questions. Esta sería la actividad número 4. No sé si hay alguna duda. Con mucho gusto la puedo atender. Voy a dar un pequeño espacio. Adicional a esto, voy a darles un pequeño tutorial de cómo grabar su audio. Sí, este sí lo voy a hacer completamente en español. Porque algunas personas pueden tener problemas con lo que sería... Un momento, por favor. Para ponerles lo que sería... un pequeño tutorial de cómo grabar su audio, ¿sí? Déjenme nada más abrir lo que sería las páginas que voy a utilizar. Que son 3 prácticamente. Déjenme abrirlas primero. Ok, este pequeño tutorial sí se los voy a dar en español, como les había comentado, para que sepan cómo dar los permisos y cómo grabar adecuadamente su audio, ¿sí? Ok, primeramente, los tips que les puedo dar para que su audio sea de calidad. El primero sería que traten de grabarlo en una habitación en la que estén ustedes solos. En una habitación en donde no haya ninguna mascota, ninguna tele, ninguna persona que esté escuchando música. Si hay alguna persona que esté ahí, que les esté ayudando, que esté en silencio, ¿sí? Para que el sonido que se escuche sea solamente el de su voz. Por la cuestión de que, pues como estamos escuchando cuestiones en inglés de personas que a lo mejor están aventurándose a empezar a hablar en inglés, por lo cual para nosotros los facilitadores, los asesores virtuales, se nos facilita el hecho de que solamente sea su voz la que se escuche. Ajá. La primera página que yo les invitaría a utilizar sería esta, onlinevoicerecorder.com, y es muy sencillo utilizarla, ¿sí? Aquí la cuestión es de que se va a bajar un archivo, a diferencia de Vocaro, que ya muchas personas, yo creo que las deben de haber utilizado por la formación que tienen ya de prepa en INESEC. Para empezar a grabar, solamente necesitan darle clic aquí, en el micrófono, y se empieza a grabar el audio, ¿sí? Aquí la ventaja que tienen es que ustedes le pueden poner pausa. A lo mejor quieren tomar un poco de aire, quieren ver qué es lo que van a decir a continuación y continúan grabando. Y ya que hayan terminado, le dan clic aquí. La ventaja que tienen con esta página, a diferencia de la de Vocaro, es que ustedes pueden escucharlo, darle clic aquí y decidir si es un buen audio o a lo mejor empezaron a hablar un poco antes y cortar lo que sería el audio. Solamente lo que sea el contenido de lo que tienen que grabar. Si se sienten a gusto, le tienen que dar clic aquí en guardar. Si no, le dan clic aquí en la X para cerrarlo. Nos va a pedir, ¿Are you sure you want to finish editing? Yes. Y podemos empezar a grabar de nueva cuenta. Ya que estemos seguros de que ahora sí el audio es correcto, lo detenemos, damos clic en guardar y se nos baja automáticamente, ¿sí? Aquí yo tengo, y este es el problema que se suele dar principalmente con lo que sería los links de Drive, de Google Drive. Ajá. Lo que tienen que hacer es, ya que lo hayan bajado, aquí ya tenía una carpeta preparada para este ejemplo. Acabo de borrar uno que tenía de un ejemplo anterior. Lo jalamos y aquí nos va a salir un aviso emergente. Suelta los archivos para cargarlos instantáneamente a la siguiente carpeta, audio. Lo suben y nos dice una carga completa. Y aquí tenemos el audio. Ahora, esta es la parte que cambia un poco la configuración en la que se comparten los archivos. Necesitan darle clic derecho y le dan clic en compartir. Aquí. Para que ustedes aseguren completamente de que la persona que va a recibir el vínculo lo pueda escuchar, necesitan hacer lo siguiente. Cambiar a cualquier persona que tenga el vínculo. Aquí mi invitación sería a que le dieran aquí como editor. Y ahora sí, cualquier persona que tenga el vínculo lo va a poder escuchar. Pero mi invitación sería a que se aseguren antes de que lo envíen de que su facilitador lo va a poder escuchar. ¿Cómo lo pueden hacer? Copian el vínculo y lo pueden enviar por correo, ya sea a algún familiar, a algún amigo, comentándole, oye, tengo un audio, me gustaría que me dijeras si lo puedes escuchar. Y si les dice que sí, pues no hay ningún problema. Pero ustedes lo pueden hacer también de manera autónoma, ¿sí? Ustedes solitos. ¿Cómo? Si se fijan, aquí yo tengo ya el vínculo, copia el vínculo, se copió el vínculo. Listo. Y aquí yo tengo mi sesión abierta en Drive, ¿sí? Por lo que lógicamente yo al ser el propietario de este archivo lo puedo escuchar. Pero ¿cómo lo pueden hacer? Pueden abrir lo que sería una página en incógnito, pegan el link y lo abren y aquí nos pide acceder. No estamos en ninguna cuenta, no estamos logueados con ninguna cuenta. Entonces, lo escuchamos y sin problema se puede escuchar. Aquí no tiene la capacidad del reproductor para reproducirlo, pero lo descargamos y listo, ya lo podemos escuchar. Ajá. De esta manera yo les invitaría a que se aseguren de que el link es el correcto y lo pueda escuchar su facilitador. Pero hay otra página que es mucho más sencilla, que yo creo que sí la conocen, que se llama vocaro.com. Lo único que tienen que hacer, no tienen que configurar más cosas, ya que si las quisieran configurar, pero no hay necesidad, es darle clic aquí en el micrófono. Empieza a grabar. Bueno, es importante mencionar que la primera vez que vayan a utilizar ambas páginas, les va a pedir permiso para utilizar el micrófono. Le ponen que sí y listo. Ajá. Aquí ustedes tienen que empezar a grabar. Vamos a hacerlo de nuevo. Vamos a empezar de nuevo. Tienen que darle clic aquí en el micrófono. Empieza a grabar. Pero aquí tienen la ventaja también de que pueden pausarlo. ¿Sí? Le dan clic para conseguir grabando. Y aquí lo que les había comentado. Aquí la cuestión es que no pueden editar al último. Pero ya que hayan terminado, le dan clic aquí en guardar y compartir. Copiamos el link y listo. Es todo lo que tienen que hacer. Esta página es mucho más sencilla de utilizarla que lo que sería generando un link, porque aquí el link se está generando automáticamente, ¿sí? Vamos 5 minutos de nueva cuenta. Y listo, cualquier persona lo puede escuchar. Empieza a grabar. Okay, so I think that's it. That's all the things I wanted to talk with you. Yes. So, entonces, si no hay dudas y preguntas, if you don't have any questions or doubts, I would like to thank you for your time, for watching this session. Remember that you have this tool. If you weren't able to be with your virtual advisor at the time he or she gave the session, you can be with any other virtual advisor. Yes, so try to take an advantage of this tool you have, and try not to be afraid of learning English. I know that it's difficult for some people, but English is everywhere. Yes, so try to not to be afraid. but try to change it for the being eager to learn. Yes, eager to speak in another language different than Spanish. Yes, and yes, just try to keep working on, because on module number 7 we're gonna take a look at, we're gonna be learning things in English still. Yes, so thank you very much for your time. Thank you for listening to this session, and I bid you the best of lucks in this module. Yes, thank you very much. See you later. Goodbye.